delicious Southern comfort food. Oh my goodness gravy, y'all. Buckle up. So good. Hey y'all, hey, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Erica and today we are going to do some what's for dinners. I'm going to take you with me this week as we make some of our dinners and hopefully you're going to love it. Let's just jump right into it because we've got some goodies. Delicious Southern comfort food. Oh my goodness gravy, y'all. Buckle up. So good. Oh my gosh, this was good. Okay, y'all, I have a ton of frozen chicken. I'm going to do chicken and dumplings tonight, I think. But basically, I'm just going to go ahead and put onion and garlic, salt and pepper. I'm going to cover it with chicken stock, and I'm going to use a little bit of this everything but the leftover seasoning. I just think that'll be good with it. And then a couple of bay leaves, of course. And then I'll probably pull some of this chicken out to use later in the week and use the rest to go ahead and make the chicken and dumplings for dinner. That was just sounding really, really good today. It's actually kind of chilly, kind of a fall day. So I thought we would do this. We're just gonna dump it all together, and this chicken is frozen, but hopefully we'll make it work. Y'all, this combination right here is perfect if you just want to make a bunch of chicken to shred up and use in different ways throughout the week. If you want chicken to be like your main thing for meal prep, you could use this so many different ways. Or once it cools, you can freeze it. So you could probably switch up the seasoning and not use the everything seasoning, this everything but the leftover seasoning, but truthfully it just gives it a nice flavor. I would make it exactly this way and use it in so many different cuisines, so many different spice blends that you can add to it later. This is just an easy way to make a ton of chicken, y'all. I decided to go in with 1 can of cream of chicken. I was going to do that, but I only had cream of mushroom. And then we're going in with more broth. We want a lot of broth because the dumplings are going to soak up. That is what we're wanting out. So let's just get this kind of stirred just a little bit. So we've got that mostly covered, which is what we are looking for. All right, top on our crock pot. I'm gonna do low for 8 hours. I'll probably check in about 6, but I have a lot of stuff to go do today. 5-minute prep, that is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is what I'm going to use for dumplings. It says take it out of the freezer 5 minutes before I use it and pull them apart. The directions are obviously for an on the stove version, but we'll probably put them in here on high so that it'll be bubbly and cooking. And I'm guessing these will take half an hour to an hour to finish in here. We shall see. And like I said, we're probably going to pull some of this chicken out to use for something else later. I don't know. We shall see. I've never used these before, but I was going to make my own, and then I remembered I had bought these to try out. All right, we've been low for about 5 hours, y'all. We're going to pull this open and see what we got going on. That's looking good. Looking good. I'm just going to use my little masher and go ahead and break up the chicken. And we will go from there, y'all. All right, so my chicken soup is all broken up and ready, and I just started placing these dumplings in here. So this is what they look like. They just come on these sheets, and they're frozen into 3 individual sheets, and you just pull one sheet up and pull the sheet up from below. I think I need a couple more minutes to let those thaw, and we're just gonna put those in there. I haven't decided whether to move this over to the stovetop and boil it and then put them in here. I think I'm just gonna turn it to high and put them in here and just let them go for a little while. All right, so here is our chicken and dumplings. I think they're okay. I had to leave to go buy a car, so they sat on keep warm for a while, but I think they're okay. I don't know. I don't have anybody to tell me the truth.
What's that?
I always tell the truth. Editing Erica here, late night editing Erica, so sorry for the lighting, y'all, but I just had to jump in and say, oh my gosh, not only was that delicious, did y'all see the little hand puppet?
Andrew's gonna kill me for adding that in, but I was so hot this night. I totally like cut the AC down so much. But Aurora does love my food. She's Andrew's girlfriend and she is the sweetest thing ever, and she likes my food, which makes my mama's heart so happy. I love cooking for people. Whole reason I have this channel, right? Whole reason I have this channel. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. I hope you make it. It was so easy. And if you leave the dumplings out, you could turn it into so many different things. And if you want to leave the cream of chicken out, you could leave that out and then just shred this up and freeze it for a million different ways. Okay, I can't stop looking at like the hand puppets with my hand gestures. All right. Y'all, ignore the messy kitchen behind me. But I'm making something that I'm so excited for. I cannot find my recipe. I don't know if I ever had a recipe. Y'all know I don't do much with recipes. But it was this like stuffing and Swiss cheese and cream of chicken casserole. And it was so good. Well, I found it on Pinterest in like a crock pot form. And y'all know I've been loving my crock pot. It's fall. It's cozy time. So I'm going to flip you around, show you what I'm using. Seems like it's going to be super easy. So let's go for it. So crock pot out. We don't have to brown anything or cook anything first. All we need is, this is where I found it at frugalgirls.com, but I'll link it. So we need Swiss cheese. We need chicken, which is over here. Ignore my messy kitchen, y'all. We need 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. We need melted butter, half a cup. I need half a cup of milk. I need to go get that. And you need stovetop, a box of stovetop stuffing. It does not call for any seasonings. Y'all know I don't live that life. So I'll be seasoning my chicken with this Simply Legenia Keto Spice Blend. This all-purpose keto seasoning is my latest obsession. So I'm going to season the chicken with this. It's got a little bit of everything and maybe some pepper. And then we'll just follow the directions because it's been a while since I made this. And I made it in a casserole, not, y'all know I'm a casserole girl. I'm a Southern mama. But we're going to try it in the crock pot, which I've been loving lately. So let's do it. This is my chicken. It's still a little bit frozen. I had cut this chicken up to make chicken nuggets, so it's just in smaller bites, but there's no big deal. All right, y'all. You know I'm not good at following recipes, but we are going to give it a go. 3 pounds of chicken, fresh or thawed. So, but we're doing it in the crock pot, so I don't see why it has to be thawed. It's semi-thawed. It's semi-thawed, y'all. Semi-thawed. I better not take this whole top off before I lose all my seasoning. So there we go. We're just going to go over the top with that. And then you're supposed to put 5 slices of Swiss cheese across the top. It's been so long. Why would you do 5, not 6? We're doing 6. I feel like I need even numbers, y'all. And I want to cover it all the way. Like, why would you do 5? Just curious. Just curious. Oh, y'all. This is the seasoning I should have used. Everything but the leftovers, because this has like those Thanksgiving vibes. All right, we're just gonna, you know what we're gonna do? This is our mixture of cream of chicken and milk. We're gonna just add some of that in. Okay, somebody's calling me. I'll be back. Okay, friends, I'm back. That was my doctor. I had to talk to my doctor. Okay. Oh, I forgot we weren't putting that on that. We were putting it here. Okay, I added a little bit of that seasoning. More seasoning never hurt anybody, right? More seasoning never hurt anybody. This is 2 cans of cream of chicken. I use gluten-free cream of chicken because that's all I buy. Not necessary when you're using stovetop stuffing, which has gluten in it, right? But this is what I buy, so this is what we are using. So you put this over the top. I am so excited about this. I cannot even tell you. Cannot even tell you. Okay, y'all. Now you're going to go in with your stuffing mix. I'm using, it said you could use whatever kind you wanted. I'm using the savory herb. And I think you can buy gluten-free stuffing mixes, but I didn't see it. And I just did a Walmart order. Okay, this seems like it's going to be super dry, but I guess because you have the top on and everything, I don't know. Okay, I guess that has a lot of its own seasoning, right? I don't know. I was feeling like the Thanksgiving vibes, y'all. I was just feeling it. Okay, so here's our butter, and you're supposed to pour your butter. This is half a cup of butter right over the top. Definitely not a low carb or keto or gluten-free meal. I have no business making this meal probably. But I really, really want to, y'all, and it's gonna be delicious. And if you don't follow any kind of special diet, you might wanna try it. So here we go, top on. We're gonna do high for 4 hours. Lighting is not awesome, y'all. This is so good. I've served like half of it before I remembered to show y'all. But I'm just serving it over baked potatoes. And oh my gosh, y'all. This is so, so delicious. Like, I was really, really surprised. I don't know why. Like, I like everything that's in it, but yum. Editing Erica, I cannot even tell y'all how delicious this was, but we all wanted more sauce, so these are the changes that I would make. We are gonna make just a basic roast chicken, y'all. So we've got this whole young chicken, free-range chicken. We've got some compound butter that I made that I keep in the freezer. This is a rosemary lemon compound butter. And then I've got some more butter if we need it. I've got some thyme, probably just to stuff inside for flavoring from the inside out. Salt, pepper, and I usually use lemons, don't have any, so we're gonna use oranges. I think that'll be fine. Just basic chicken. And we're probably gonna do some roasted potatoes or something like that as a side. And green beans. All right, y'all, so we've got our chicken all nice and clean and ready to go. Isn't she pretty? So pretty. Actually, she's not. Look, y'all, something slit. I'm guessing I did that to myself when I opened the package, slit the skin, because the breast skin usually is not an issue. I might have to try and like button that in place. I don't know. But what I'm gonna do first is just kind of dry it because I want my butter mixture to stick. So I'm just drying her nice. And then we're gonna just stuff her first and then we'll do the outside. So make sure you take the innards out, right? I know that part's gross. I know people don't like to do whole chickens. They either get intimidated or they just don't want to touch it. I totally get it, y'all. But they're so yummy. I forgot to show y'all this a minute ago, but I'm putting some onion and some garlic in here too. This is just one onion, a small onion, and like a bunch of garlic cloves. The lemon rosemary compound butter that I made, I like to make a bunch of compound butters at one time. It sounds kind of like bougie compound butter, or like it's going to be complicated. I should have put some of these guys down in there first. Like it's going to be complicated, right? But it is not, y'all. Literally all you do is stuff it with whatever you want. I usually use lemon. I usually stuff it with lemons, y'all. But I didn't have any lemons. So we are stuffing her today with orange, which is completely fine. And just stuff her as full as you can. It just depends on her size, right? So this is the back side we want. We're not gonna do too much on the back side other than salt and pepper. Okay, now that we've turned her back over, I'm gonna go ahead and dry her off again. Now I'm gonna take my compound butter. Compound butter is simply, I got off topic, y'all, off topic. All this is butter that I had gotten to room temperature, and then you add whatever you want to add to it, right? So this one is rosemary and garlic and lemon and butter. Like, yum, right? How good does that sound? Usually I try and stick some up under the skin. You want to bathe this baby in as much butter as possible, right? Doesn't have to be pretty, it's gonna melt. But you wanna get all of that butter down in there. I use 1 to 2 sticks of butter per chicken usually. And if I need to use some regular butter, I can use some regular butter too. But once you get it under there, you can kind of just use your fingers and mash it. And oh y'all, she's spilling out on me. I have her overstuffed. I overstuffed her. We need to tie her together. Jason, will you see if you can find some kitchen twine? Pretty sure I have kitchen twine.
Our sous chef Jason got some twine for us. I usually do this last, y'all, but all my insides are falling out. I just like to tie the legs together so everything's nice and tight. You want the body of the chicken to all kind of be nice and tight. You want everything to cook evenly, right? So we're gonna make that nice and tight, and then you can just tie it in a pretty bow if you want. Take care of your girl, take care of your girl. Okay, so now we're gonna take some butter. Now that we put all the butter on the inside, we're gonna take some butter and just mound it on the outside. It's not gonna stick super well, y'all, but that's fine. I just kind of mound it on the top. Then I try and take some and rub it all over the legs and stuff too. One other tip, y'all, is I would take your chicken out a good 30 minutes before you start playing with her, because if it's super, super cold, like I set this out for at least 30 minutes, maybe 45, it's still so cold that the butter's not wanting to melt onto the skin. So, you know, such is life. And y'all, always salt and pepper the inside before you stuff it. Did I do that? No, I did not, because I forgot, and I'm too lazy to take it out. It's gonna be okay. Also, before you put the butter on the outside, salt and pepper. Did I do it? No, but we're gonna do that part right now. Jason is gonna come do it cause dirty hands. Come on, Jay. You're sous chefing. I'm trying to get all that butter out of this, y'all. Jay, yeah. Come on, babe. What? You're sous chefing. You can't have. Well, pause it.
We just scored my name, so.
Okay, well, pause it. And apparently Liverpool's on, so this is a rough time for Jason to come help, but I need salt and pepper, and my hands are a mess. So I need you to salt and pepper. And you want to use more salt and pepper than you think, y'all. Seriously. You can use other spices if you want. I usually just use salt and pepper. Oh, I'm gonna lose all my butter, y'all. Y'all, I am a hot mess today. I promise it's gonna taste good. As long as I don't burn her.
I'm gonna burn her because you use a new thermometer. True.
We got a really cool new thermometer, y'all. And we are going to use it today. Multiple times.
We score again, Hazel? Hazel, big Liverpool fan.
Hazel's a big Liverpool fan. She is. Liverpool is soccer, if y'all don't know. Okay, sorry. Oh, juices everywhere. Well, at least my butter's starting to melt up now that I held on to her for so long. All right, thank you. Oh, you didn't get it on the legs, baby.
Huh? Just the pepper, there's plenty of salt.
I know. Pepper's important too, Jason. Tell him, y'all, pepper's important too. All right, you're good. You're good. I'm gonna wash my hands now so Jason can go back to Liverpool. Jason's gonna go back to his Liverpool game. I'm gonna wash my hands, and then we're gonna get this in the Dutch oven. You can put it in a roasting pan. You can put it in cast iron. Put it in whatever you want to put it in, y'all. Something that's gonna catch the juices so we can make gravy. All right, y'all, so here's our Dutch oven. I'm gonna kind of make a little roasting rack or baking rack. What is it called? I don't even know. A rack to set the chicken on so it's not sitting in its own juices. I mean, it will be a little bit, but I'm just gonna take some celery and some carrots. You can peel them, you can not peel them, whatever floats your boat. We're just gonna take those. That's gonna be our little rack, okay? You can skip this step. You can use a roasting rack, literally, right? We're just gonna put the rest of these oranges in here because why not? And the rest of these veggies in here because why not? Then we're just gonna lift her up. Lift her and put her right on there. Now you can tie these little wings up too underneath. You can truss them, or you can kind of just fold them under. I'm just gonna fold them under. I haven't made roast chicken in so long, y'all. I am so excited for this. I haven't made roast chicken in so long. I tried to doctor up the skin with some little toothpicks here, so that's what's sticking out there. But we're gonna cook this in the oven, and we are going to leave it uncovered. Uncovered, I'm gonna put it in 425 for half an hour, and then I am going to turn it down. Also just gonna put a little bit of water in the bottom of this just to get the gravy or juices started. Only like half a cup, y'all. All right, y'all, it's been about 45 minutes, so let's check this out. See if you can see this without, I know that light is so bright. Okay, it's starting to darken up. It's been about 45 minutes. So I just changed my temperature to 350, and I just got some butter here. I'm gonna go ahead and pour a little bit of butter over the chicken, probably half of this butter, just to make sure that it's nice and moist on top. And then we will check it temp-wise in about half an hour. She's starting to brown up, y'all. Just went down to 350, and I just wanna see where we are. So we're gonna go deep into the breast here. Oh my gosh, the breast looks almost done. Okay. I mean, it's bloody coming out, but okay. Thumbnail. No, because I have no makeup on. Okay, y'all. This is way more done than I thought it was. So we've got it at 350 degrees, and I guess we are just about done. So maybe the bird was a little smaller than I thought, but we're just gonna shut it and let it go for about 10 more minutes. And then I think with carryover cook time, it'll be done. Okay, this is out of the oven. It took about an hour and 45 minutes, and I think we're done. My little toothpick trick didn't really work, y'all. Where the skin was torn, it was just torn. Such is life, it will be just fine. But that is what she is looking like. I think we're good. Juices are coming out clear too. Oh. Almost didn't include this baked chicken because I forgot to show y'all me making my gravy. There was a lot of fat and not a whole lot of stuff to make gravy with, but I ended up having plenty. The way that I make gravy, y'all, though, is simply I add these drippings, and then I add a flour mixture to it. I shake up flour in cold water, so about half a cup of water to a couple tablespoons of flour. I shake it up really, really well. Then I add it to this, mix it up over a pretty high heat, and then I simmer it. And then I add salt and pepper and any kind of seasonings that I need. Y'all, I didn't even show you the final product, like once I cut it up, or the vegetables. I had 1 million people over. We were doing 1 million things, but y'all, this was phenomenal. Totally try it. So that was what's for dinner this week. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I will be back to you again very, very soon with another video. We're doing all kinds of what's for dinners. We're also going to be doing a lot of comparison videos. I'm going to call it the Battle of the Holiday Sides. Dun, dun, dun. Like, which mac and cheese is the best? Instant Pot, Southern mac and cheese in the oven, stovetop with the cream sauce, green bean casserole 3 ways. Battle them out and see what is the best. We're going to do a lot of that leading up towards the holidays. So I hope y'all will stick around for that. If you have any other ideas for me, let me know. Bye, y'all. Love ya. Be blessed.